What's up, guys? It's Monday, and a deal popped up on Marketplace while I was working, and I have to go check it out. It's an '07 KFX50. The guy said he's been trying to get spark for hours and hours. Said he tried a new battery, a new coil, a new CDI. He's tried pretty much everything, and he's at the point of giving up. He said he even went as far as having his auto friend come check it out for hours, and he couldn't figure it out. So we're gonna go see if we can we're gonna take a look at it, and then we'll see if we can get it fixed if we end up getting it. So I'm gonna go check it out. The thing's pretty clean, and I'm looking forward to it. So I'll see you on the other side.
Look at this thing, it's so cute. All right, there you have it. The KFX50 I picked up off Marketplace. Paid $400 from a guy about an hour away. Everything went smooth. The guy was real kind. He clearly has been in here. Said he couldn't get spark. He said he's been putting too many hours into it, and he's done with it. Said he'd like to keep it if you know, if he could get it to have spark, but he's just given up at this point. So he did put the new coil on there. Also, he said he did do a new stator inside here. He put the brand new battery on here. It's a what brand is that? Mighty Max battery. And you can tell it did break one of the plastics right here, but I think a little plastic weld would fix that no problem. The brakes currently don't work, neither the left or the right, but the throttle cable feels like it's hooked up correctly. He said it's been sitting for 3 years, so we're definitely gonna have to replace the gas if there. Oh yeah, there's definitely, can't see it, but there's definitely gas inside of there. Gonna have to replace that, clean out the carb most likely, but she does turn over. If you can hear it. He said that when he first got it, that the electric start would turn it over. He said now, after he worked with the kill switch up here, he said he can no longer get it to turn over with the electric start. So we're gonna dig right into that, try and figure out what's going on, and hopefully by the end of the day we'll have this sucker running. So yeah, let's get to it. Look at this thing. Isn't it just cute? You got the KFX50 and you got the KFX450, you know, 7 times the power. Well, 7 times the CC. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started on the electric here. Let me get my tools. We'll baby step this. Try and figure out what's going on. Pile of parts here that was handed to us. Got the chain in the bag here. Your old stator, old coil, old CDI. Very likely going to put those back on since he said he replaced them all, and it didn't fix the problem. So, all right. So first thing I want to do is test what this battery has. 12.4. Okay, that's solid. Brand new battery. That's what you want to see. So first thing I notice is this fuse here is completely shot. Like there is just no metal in there. That's a, what is it? 7 amp fuse. There is another fuse in here in this container. See if it's any good. So this one does have the metal rod across it, so hopefully we can use this 7 amp fuse. All right, keys on. Still won't start. Oh, okay. The key wasn't on and that fuse is busted. After we replaced this 7 amp fuse, now she turns over. It's a good start. Awesome. Yes. All right. That took a whopping of 3 minutes to get her turning over. All right. Let's go ahead and check spark. Okay, the spark plug looks good. Let's see what he's got. NGK CHSA. This is the aftermarket coil he bought. Let's see if we have spark here. No. No spark. Let's see if there's any oil in here real quick before we turn her over too much. Yeah. It's about halfway up. It's pretty black. But at least we can turn her over and not worry. Okay. That's awesome. Let's go ahead and swap the CDI. This is your aftermarket CDI he put on. Oops, I did it wrong. One. Try my right hand. There we go. And then let's try the OEM CDI. The Kimco. See if we get spark. All right, this is with the OEM CDI. Oh, baby. That's what I'm talking about. It was literally just this 10 amp fuse that was busted. No way. All right. I'm going to go ahead and put the OEM coil on there. I don't want that Amazon coil on there. So let's swap that real quick. So we're going to replace this OEM guy or this Amazon guy with the OEM right here. Okay. We got the OEM coil now. Let's hook it up. Green on the bottom, yellow on the top. All right, let's try this OEM coil now. See if we still have spark. Definitely. Baby, we are good to go. I'm gonna take a look inside this intake real quick. Oh, it's just sitting on here. All right, I imagine there's supposed to be some type of filter in here. Just empty. So otherwise, it's just a little dusty, but doesn't look bad. There'll be enough resistance to run it. Should be. Put it back on. Find those bolts. So, I mean, honestly, I don't know if this gas is good, but we should be able to fire her up. All right, let's take this old spark plug off. She's definitely wet. It's hard to tell, but looks like she's getting fuel. All right, let's hook her up. See if she fires. I'm excited. Nothing. I mean, this carb boot is clearly not on, right? But it should be enough to fire her up. Wonder how bad this gas is. Let's go ahead and check compression. Oh yeah, definitely gas. Definitely gas on there. All right, let's try the old-fashioned compression tester. Here we go. 150. So she's got compression. It's not dripping any fuel out the carb, but I suspect that the carb is completely gummed up. So let's go ahead and take the carburetor off. There we go. Oh, man, that guy will not come out. Guess we need to go further back. Sucker is stiff. I'm just gonna unplug this guy. All right, there we go. If I could just get this carb off. This guy is on. Golly. Ugh. There we go. Some pretty yellow gas. Get this carb ball off. Doesn't look too bad. Float looks like it's working right. There we go. Always want the right flathead. If it doesn't fit in there perfectly, ideally you want to swap them out. Let's see, it says it's a... That's hard to see. I want to say 85. You're not going to be able to tell. I think that's an 85 jet. And I can see through it pretty well. This one, on the other hand, I cannot see through at all. Go ahead and clean that out. Still nothing. Take a wire to that one. It's got a serious clog in it. I like to take a wire brush like this on stuff like this and just clip off just one little guy, and then you run him through there. This guy's not quite long enough for this example, but to degunk him. All right, after a bit of working a wire through there and some carb cleaner, you can now see through it. So that's good. Go ahead and test the needle valve. On my needle valves, I always like to blow in through the gas intake, or where the gas goes in, and then when you push up, it should fully stop the air blowing through. Yeah, that needle seats really well. So I don't feel like I need to take it off because of how well that seats. So should be good there. Actually, let's just blow some carb cleaner through there just to see. Yeah, I think we're good. Let's go ahead and throw this main jet back on. Okay, let's put her back in. Oh. Okay. At this point, I'm going to assume the gas is just too bad. It was pretty yellow. So we're going to drain the fuel and then give her another go, because it definitely wants to fire up. But it's having some issues. So I'm going to assume it's the fuel at this point. And yeah, let's drain it all out. Not a lot of gas in there. Filling gas like all the other rednecks in the US. All right, let's give her a go. Fill up the carb with some fuel real quick. I'm not sure if I got the good gas down there yet. Yeah, there's like no fuel coming out now. Now it's flowing. Try it now. Try a little starting fluid. I guess we check the valves. I like highly doubt it would be that, but.
So upon further inspection, right now we have it top dead center. And if you go over here to the flywheel, you can see that it's not, the flywheel is not connected at the correct timing to have spark when it's at top dead center. So either, I think the guy put this on wrong or the timing's off. But if timing were off, I don't think we'd have compression. At least we have really good compression. So I think he just put this wheel on incorrectly. And so I'm going to go ahead and swap that. Hopefully we'll be good. Guy off. There we go. Oh yeah. You can tell that the key's not, it's been sheared too much. And now it's unfortunately not doing its job of holding it in place.
All right, well, we solved it. The key is basically sheared to the point that it will no longer function. And so spark timing is off. All right, I got this keyway off, or this Woodruff key. And it currently looks like this. It got shaved off about a 1/16 to an 1/8 of an inch off the top. And I found a good old Arbor Freight. Unfortunately, my local power sports store did not have this Woodruff key. So I found Arbor Freight $6 or $8 pack of Woodruff keys. Now this one, it's a little thicker, but the curvature, it's so hard to do this in the video, but they have the same curvature at the bottom. So we're going to try and make this Woodruff key a little thicker out of this one, and the thicknesses are quite different. So we need to shave it down to the same thickness and then shave it down this way to the correct height. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to opt to take this grind wheel over my big grind wheel just because it's a finer course, so we can slowly grind off the metal versus quickly grinding it off. Typically, I would not opt to make a Woodruff key, but because this one is a little 50cc quad, I'm not too worried. In the barn. Sounds kind of like a mockingbird out there. Trying really hard to get in. Maybe not. Woo! All right, I think we'll just leave it for now and see if she runs. Oh, I want to hear this baby go. I want to hear her purr like a walrus. We have spark. We have compression. We have fuel. The key is on. The time is now. Will she fire? Nothing. Oh, come on. Well, there we go. Not my flathead. I think I starved it of fuel by doing the fuel to air ratio screw instead of the idle screw. My bad. No way!
Oh man, was I excited to hear that thing running. It was nice. But yeah, we figured out the spark issue by replacing the CDI and fixing that one fuse. So
That was pretty much all we had to do for that. And then also the timing of the spark issue with the keyway that was sheared on the flywheel. And then she fired right up. I even did a valve adjustment, but I cut it out of this video because it was getting too long. But yeah, thanks for watching this video. If you made it all the way this far, I really appreciate it. I'm pretty new at this stuff, so any help or comments or subscriptions will mean a lot. So yeah, in the next one, I think we're gonna put all the plastics on and get the carb running right. It's just not quite there, so we'll probably have to figure out what's wrong with either the fuel delivery or the carb, and then we'll take it around for a ride. So see you then. Thanks.
There we go. All right, we got spark again. I think I didn't crank the flywheel down far enough. Ow! Good way to shock yourself.